Hi, guys. Welcome back to Rts Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud. With me, your host, Linda Fry, the Asthma Lady. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me again today. And so this episode, what we're gonna do is continue on the theme of spring cleaning, since this is the season. And so we're just gonna piggyback off that with spring cleaning and dealing with asthma patients, and it being a great time to do home environmental assessments. So we're gonna piggyback off the episode. Last week episode we were talking about dusting and dust mites, and today we're gonna talk about spring cleaning and using cleaning sprays and chemicals to clean the house, and how to guide patients with this, right? But before we do that, please remember to like, share, subscribe to us on YouTube and on Google Podcasts. So we are on Google Podcasts every Wednesday. We are on YouTube every Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys. So please remember that we are growing together. All right, guys. So much more to come, and thank you to all my new folks joining me today. Okay, so why are we talking about this again? Okay, so a lot of asthma patients, what I have been saying is that the home is a place that we can control, and that's what we want patients to know. So we have so many asthma triggers out there. We have things like, weather changes, being exposed to smoke, exercise. So, know that one of the, I don't want to say easier things, but one of the things we can take a stab at controlling is what's going on in the home. Okay, since we spend a lot of time in our houses, especially during COVID time, right? So, so that's why we focus on the home. Now, once again, please speak when you speak to your asthma patients. Let them know that asthma triggers do not look the same for everybody. So everyone is not required to do the same thing. So it's not a one size fit all. So today we're talking about cleaning sprays, and kind of the do's and the don'ts with cleaning sprays and asthma patients, right? So since this is spring cleaning season, this is a good time to like air out the house and get rid of anything that is not being used, which is taking up space and collecting dust, right? So with that being said, we also want to talk about just cleaning the overall house, and getting rid of dirt and all these things that gets tracked in the house every day. So when it comes to cleaning sprays, we're careful what we tell patients when it comes to things like this, because anything that has a strong smell has the potential to be a trigger, right? So this can flare up someone's asthma. So whether it's bleach, Fabuloso, Clorox, these Mr. Clean products, or any of these type of products that have a specific smell. Now, other folks, they like this clean and the smell of these products, because it lets us know, like, okay, the house has been clean. But know that if you have asthma, that's hard to take in. So, and I am one of those folks that, when, like, let's say like housekeeping at work, or in one of these buildings, they use like a strong product to clean like the bathroom or whatever. Like, I have a hard time dealing with that. Yeah, so I might have to use my pump after, you know they finish cleaning. So what we like to recommend is, I know folks don't want to make their own products, but we do recommend folks to make their own products. And we're talking about stuff like your vinegar and your baking soda. I know folks don't want the house to smell like vinegar, but know that it does the job, and you're exposing yourself to less chemicals and pollutants in the home. So I myself, when I was pregnant, this was the route that I wanted to go. I went the chemical free route, and I was using things like essential oils. So I got me a amber glass spray bottle, and I had essential oils like tea tree oil. Tea tree oil has antibacterial properties in it, and I would add this with something like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol. It could be, make sure it's the 75% or higher, but 75% is effective. And or hydrogen peroxide. I started to clean with peroxide, and to be honest with you, this was really good. I would throw it in with a little bit of Dawn dish soap. Put this in a spray bottle and spray it on your tiles, and let it sit, and it will remove the grime on your tiles. And this stuff, and like, you can make very cheap. You know what I'm saying? These are stuff that you could get from your basic 99-cent store, or your mom and pop pharmacy, or Walgreens. If you got the points from Walgreens, I mean, yeah, it's a win-win versus $8 bottle of Mr. Clean, or one of these products that come with the strong smell. So these are good things to go to. Once again, like your essential oils, putting it in a spray bottle. Remember, if you go with the route of essential oils, you need the a dark container, like a dark amber color glass, because the sun, um it doesn't work as effective if the sun hits it. So you need a dark bottle. Think of your hydrogen peroxide bottle, why it's always in that brown, dark brown bottle. So if your patients don't understand fully um why it needs to be a amber glass or something like that, okay, or green, or one of these other colors. So we also want to remember to tell patients to wear a mask. So a lot of this sounds like common sense, but if you're going to be using anything to clean, you should be wearing a mask. We don't want you inhaling any of these things, and we want you to take precautions of being around any cleaning products. All right. And we want to, this is easier said than done, but the best advice to give a patient when it comes to cleaning is to tell them to get somebody else to do it. Wouldn't the world just be perfect if someone else could just clean your house for you as a favor? Like, hey, I have asthma. Can you clean my house for me, please? I wish I could tell someone that today, right? So, yeah, yeah. So if you cannot make your own products, the best uh um advice to tell a patient is to ask somebody else to clean up for them, because the products can be that much of a problem, especially something like bleach, when you have to really like get down to like cleaning. um Something like bleach is strong, so you got to give the person, the asthma patient should have the heads up. Hey, listen, I'm doing a deep cleaning, or we doing a deep cleaning, and they should be not present in the home. Let them go out shopping, let them go visit mom or whatever, but they shouldn't be in the home, and the house should be aired out. Okay? So that is right now the best advice you could give someone who is who has to do their own spring cleaning. All right, guys, and remember, so you always want to reward every small step. So when we do home visits, especially prior to COVID, every time we went to the home, we would look for any type of improvements that were made since the last time we were in the house. So if the patient told us like, hey, listen, I was able to create my own all-purpose spray using baking soda and vinegar with a little bit of soap, and that work amazing. We give them the round of applause because at least they're making the effort and they are being proactive and they're taking this serious. Okay, so I always want to give that advice that no matter how small the progress sounds, we're always giving a round of applause. All right. So, well, that's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Once again, we are on Google Podcasts, we are on YouTube, we are on Stitcher, we're on a few podcast platforms. Right now, I want to say I might be on Apple Podcasts too, but to be honest with you, I don't really know. But if any of you catch Rts Share Tea on Apple Podcasts, let me know because I don't even know. All right. So I know I'm on a few platforms right now. So I'm curious to see if I finally made it on Apple. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me. And I just want to say that remember to invest in yourself and to only compete with yesterday's version of you. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.